Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to a new community news video. And I can't remember the last time we did one of these. I think the last one was back in August, but you know, a lot's happened in the community since then, and there have been a lot of just exciting developments in the modding community in the past, I guess, 3 months or so. And we are going to get to that, you know, here in a bit, but, you know, I do feel like I sort of owe you guys an explanation a bit, because, you know, we have gone through a rather long period of time without any new videos being posted, 52 days, I think, and that is, you know, that is the longest period of time that we've gone without a new video in the history of the channel. You know, the 6 years that we've been doing this, since 2014, and so, you know, I do owe you guys just, I think, a bit of an explanation there. So, you know, my birthday is in late September, and that's actually, you know, not a good thing, because I always get, you know, pretty depressed around my birthday, because, you know, I don't think of it as, you know, a celebratory occasion. I think of it as, oh no, another year's gone by and I failed to do so much. That is, you know, I know it's negative mental thinking, but it's the sort of, you know, mental thinking I do. And, you know, you throw a pandemic on top of that, and an election, because, you know, I am American, and it's just so much anxiety at this, you know, point in time. It just, everything kind of piles up. It's like, you know, it's like you're drowning, right? And so, yeah, you know, I haven't been doing as much work on the channel these past, you know, 6 weeks or so that I should have been doing. And all I can do really is just, you know, to apologize for that lack of, you know, video production and, you know, video releases, because, you know, I've let myself sort of fall down the well of, you know, anxiety and depression, and it is extremely easy to do that. I mean, COVID cases have been skyrocketing here in the States, and especially in my local area. You know, hospitalizations are through the roof, which is terrifying. You got the election. You know, I have no idea if we will even still be living in a democracy in, you know, 48 hours, because I'm recording this before the election. So, you know, that there is a lot of things to be anxious about, and it is extremely difficult not to doom scroll, which I admit I have sort of fallen into that trap. But I'm trying to distract myself and, you know, get back into video production and, you know, showcasing mods, which is what you guys are here for. So just going on to some actual, you know, good news, which I know that's a bit of a foreign concept at this point in 2020. I mean, really just, you know, good news seems like it must be a mirage or illusion at this point. But going straight to the big headline here, so far in 2020, as of the end of October, there have been 1,210 new mods released in 2020, which is just a new record there, going back all the way to, I think that is the highest number of new mod releases we've had since 2006 or 2007. It's really just quite remarkable, really. And not only that, but every month so far of 2020 has broken a new record. We have literally not had a single month that has fallen below a previous record from, you know, when we started recording monthly mod releases back in 2015. The lowest point of 2020 so far was February, with 71 new mod releases, and that is still actually a new record for that month, because the previous high was 56 for that month in 2017. So, you know, that's a pretty good, you know, amount of growth right there. But not only that, but we've also had 6 months in a row with just triple-digit mod releases, and that really is just kind of, you know, astounding, honestly. I mean, just, you know, to take a look at the stats here, April had 112 new mod releases, May 301, June 147, July 103, August 110, And September had 100 new mods, and yes, you know, the streak there did kind of end in October, but you know, that is still massively impressive. That is, you know, that's the average of what, you know, over 3 mods a day. That is just, you know, an insane amount of growth. And, you know, talking about October there at the end, we had 90 new mods released in October, which is, you know, it's actually one of the lower months of the year in terms of mod releases. But, you know, that is still a new record because the previous high was 57 in 2019. And historically, October is actually, you know, one of the slowest months of the year, at least, you know, normally. And actually, it still is, because 90 mods actually makes October one of the slower months of 2020. And I need to highlight how insane that is, because 90 mods, that's an average of 3 mods a day for the entire month of October. There were times back in 2014 and 2015 where we only had 3 new mods in a week. And so yeah, that is insane. And not only that, but if you go back to 2019, 90 mods would actually rank as the 3rd highest month of 2019. But here in 2020, because of just how insane everything is, it ranks towards the bottom of the months in terms of just productivity. I mean, a lot of the growth that we've had this year is doubtless due to the pandemic and, you know, modders being trapped in their homes and, you know, just having to mod away their boredom a bit, which I've got no problem with. That's actually a pretty good way to, you know, handle boredom. But you know, even before the pandemic hit, the community was releasing more mods per month, you know, on average compared to past years. Again, you know, January, February, and December of last year were some of the highest, you know, months that we've had, you know, prior to, you know, all the craziness of April to today. So, you know, there's just a lot of positive growth going on in the community right now. Just, you know, before we leave off, you know, I do have some other news regarding Morrowind Modding Madness, which, I know some of you have, you know, probably been curious about that, because, you know, normally we host that on October 1st through 31st, but, you know, I was dealing with depression and anxiety, and I didn't have really the energy to do Morrowind Modding Madness in October. So we postponed Morrowind Modding Madness until December 1st, and the idea is that this year's Madness competition, which is a team-based, you know, competition, will run December 1st through 31st, and a team registration will start on November 7th and go through the 29th, and we'll be posting more details about the Madness competition on November 7th. You know, pending any possible delays with, you know, civil war, civil unrest, the pandemic mutating and killing everyone, the fall of democracy, and an asteroid hitting the Earth. I don't know. It's 2020. There is a certain amount of uncertainty about the future right now, so it is difficult to plan too far ahead at the moment. But just leaving off here, you know, these are just really anxiety-inducing times, and I know I'm not the only one dealing with that right now. I imagine most of you are as well, and I hope things get better. I really do. You know, I hope the election goes well, democracy is saved, and hopefully, you know, the pandemic will get less worse. That does seem like just a faint hope at this point, but, you know, that's all we can do, really, I suppose. So yeah, you know, I'm going to leave off here. You know, there are good things going on in the modding community, and we should be grateful for that. But I'm going to leave off as I always leave off by, you know, saying thanks for watching, and just, you know, stay safe out there. Just, you know, please stay safe. And with any luck, I'll I hope I'll see you next time.